Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the journey of self-discovery. Today, we're going to be blunt with each other about an issue I bet 99% of you are facing, the delusion regarding your own ability to get things done. Look at your life. Have you ever been fired up to sign up for a Spanish course only to abandon it after 3 sessions because you didn't have time? Or sworn to hit the gym every day for a six-pack only for that membership card to sit idle in your wallet because you're exhausted after work? These are classic examples of wanting too much without knowing what resources you actually have in hand. Are you living a productivity lie? Every morning you write an endless to-do list believing you'll conquer it all, but by the end of the day, the only thing you've gained is exhaustion and a sense of failure. The bitter truth is that most of us are trying to build an empire out of rubble. If you don't want to spend your whole life starting over from scratch, stop planning right now and start learning how to manage resources like a true tycoon. The biggest problem for young people in the US or anywhere else in the world today is the delusion of capital. We often think of capital only as money, but in the game of success, the two most important types of capital are time and energy. Most of you fail not because of laziness, but because you're trying to buy a supercar with a locked bank card. You have exactly 24 hours a day, but in reality, the number of hours you are truly at your peak, passionate and clear-headed, might be less than 90 minutes. Yet you want to learn 3 languages, go to the gym, build a side hustle, and read 50 books a year. That's not ambition, that's mental suicide. Look at the cold, hard facts. If you only have $500 in your pocket, you'd never dare walk into a phone store and demand the latest flagship model for $1,500. You know the loss of money. So why do you treat time and energy as an infinite resource? You pour your energy into useless things, scrolling, online arguments, and then hope you'll have enough focus left for life-changing tasks. It's a flawed calculation from the start. When you have little capital but want a lot, the only result is bankruptcy. The first step to turning the tide is to perform a ruthless energy audit. Don't trust your feelings, trust the numbers. Spend a week tracking yourself. On Monday, how long can you actually focus? From what time to what time does your brain function best? If you find you only have 2 truly high-energy hours, note them down as golden hours. Don't try to stretch them into 8 hours by constantly drinking coffee. That's just fake alertness. Accept your modest numbers to start allocating them intelligently. A week has 168 hours, but your actual golden hours might be 10 to 15. Face that reality. Once you have the realistic capital figures, the second step is to allocate resources brutally. In a world of fierce competition like the United States, the winner isn't the one who does the most, but the one who does a few vital things best. If you have 10 high-energy hours a week, split them among at most 3 major goals. Don't be greedy. Spend 4 hours on your business project, 3 hours on learning a new skill, and the remaining 3 hours on your health. When you concentrate all your finest capital into one point, you create a breakthrough. Mastery doesn't come from doing a little bit of everything. It comes from daring to immerse yourself and live or die by your choices. Remember, 10 shallow holes will never find water. Only 1 deep well brings life. However, life isn't all about peak moments. There will be times when you feel tired, or what I call low battery mode. The mistake of hustle culture worshippers is trying to force themselves to do difficult work even when the brain has gone on strike. The result is that you work slowly, make mistakes, and end up hating the job. Learn to use low energy time for restorative activities. I call this leisure reading or fun activities. Personally, I always have books that I read just for relaxation. No pressure to memorize, no need for deep thinking. I might read a few pages and leave it, or pick a random chapter to browse. When energy is low, I allow myself to be leisurely, to play, to slow down. This is the secret of the most enduring people. They know when to hit the gas and when to tap the brakes so the engine doesn't burn out. Balance isn't about dividing time equally, it's about using the right kind of energy for the right kind of work. If you're at 20% battery, don't try to run heavy software. Use it to recharge. Many people will tell you to hurry up, to reach this goal or that milestone early to keep up with others. But remember, haste makes waste. Don't look at others' success and pressure yourself. True happiness isn't at the moment you hold the championship trophy, because that feeling passes quickly. Happiness lies in every present moment when you are truly living and working with full focus during the precious high-energy hours you've carved out. Each week, when you see yourself progressing a little, when you see your plans actually being completed instead of just sitting on paper, that's when you start mastering your life. Don't be a dreamer who only builds sandcastles. Become a realistic warrior who knows exactly how much ammunition is in hand and only fires at the most worthy targets. Start checking your time capital pocket today. Be honest with yourself and start acting with calculation. Don't let another year pass by with you still at the starting line with an unfinished list. I hope these insights empower you on your path to conquering new heights. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next lessons. Stay fired up for action and soon reap the success you deserve. Goodbye.